iHeart Podcasts. Hear more Gold 101.7 podcasts.
Playlists and listen live on the free iHeart app. Well, what a show today. Phew, action-packed.
Action-packed. We go down to the pub test. The topic today came about from a ghoulie we had yesterday about when you see a man and a woman in a car, why is it predominantly the man who does the driving? So we put it to the pub test is why that happens, how you feel as a woman if your husband drives, vice versa. Do you mix it up?
There was a lot going on in today's show, and corporate speak was one of them. I thought I knew every part of corporate speak. Blue sky, circle back, low-hanging fruit.
Is the juice worth the squeeze? Is that like a word salad, or is it more less savoury, more fruity?
Are we working in an orchard? I don't know.
Double A Chattery drops today. That's the podcast I do with my friend Anita McGregor. Very interesting today. We talked to a colleague of Anita's called George Robinson. He is a university lecturer in AI, and he uses it for his life. Quite extraordinary. And he says we can all use it, but we need to learn the prompts to train it to work for us.
Smart versus Dart as well.
That was dramatic. There were blindfolds involved.
Yeah, enjoy the podcast.
Everybody
Right now, by the miracle of recording, we had so many requests for them to do it again.
Mistress Amanda,
Miss Keller. Amanda.
doesn't work alone.
Wow, this is fantastic.
Her friend is in a back room making the tools of the trade.
I've heard them describe him as a drunken idiot.
Sorry, I've been drinking beer.
The legendary pirate Jonesy and Amanda the actress.
Hello, Wiggles. Congratulations, Mandy. We're on the radio right now.
Jonesy and Amanda, you're doing a great job.
You have no empathy for anyone but yourself, you giant tool.
Now's the time to hear good radio. Sorry, a bit of a tongue twist there.
But you're an idiot.
Jonesy and Amanda are here. It's showtime, a-holes. We're on the air.
Top of the morning to you, Amanda. How are you today?
What's happening with this weather? This time last week, it was warming up. We thought, doesn't Sydney feel great? The deluge has been extraordinary.
I put 2 wet weather jackets on today.
Really? Why don't you just wear one that's waterproof? Can it be more waterproof?
You're saying like a car-shaped one? Never.
Not like a car shape.
Never.
No, but if you're waterproof, you're waterproof.
No, because you get one layer of protection, then you got another layer of protection. So
Why
what
don't you
happens,
wear 8?
if it leaks through a little crack somewhere, then it runs into cracks that you don't want.
No.
But today, feel my crutch. Now feel here. Now there.
You're feeling it for all of us.
Totally dry. As dry as a nun's nasty, as they used to say.
They used to say that and then they stopped saying that.
I will say this, Meg, the Megalodon, she was on the River Road this morning, and this is what happened to her in her car.
I really want to make you mine.
I just nearly drove into this.
And Meg rocks, as we know, and there was a tree on the River Road.
Right across the road.
Right
And
across the road.
She realised, thinking back, that she'd sort of been going over a series of bumps that she now knows where the power lines
The power lines.
down.
Yeah.
What does all that mean? Like, is it dangerous? What do you do if there's power lines
There's a
down?
thing if the power lines do fall down, there's an emergency cut-off, but you never presume that. You always presume that the power's live. And if it does come over your car, the power lines, you stay in your car.
if they're on the top of your car or under both?
On the top, either way, just stay in the car. Because it's earthed. The rubber of your tyres earths the car.
Right.
As soon as you get your foot out, you end up completing the earth. And then
Right, so it finds its path through you.
Yeah, but
So-
the wire stuff, when they do come down, they instantly shut off. There's a thing that shuts them
Right.
off.
But stay safe, stay in your car if there's wires.
Never presume. All power's live. And it
Yeah,
kills.
electricity scares me.
Electricity is very scary. Have you ever been zapped?
No.
I've been zapped.
My kids once bought a packet of chewing gum, like a pretend trick zap.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't like it, even though
No
I
one
know I'd like
likes
to
it.
be tasered.
That's why they use it as executions. It's not good.
They don't execute someone by having a trick packet of chewing gum.
Take you forever.
One on each finger. Like,
I got
take you
zapped one
forever.
time. You know, my mate, the Scamp, he's an electrician.
Yeah.
And one day I was fashioning up some cords, extension cords, and he showed me how to do it. And I'm just doing it.
I mean, joining together the raw wires.
You're getting the wires and putting the plug on, and then I thought, geez, and then I did a PowerPoint. I thought, geez, this is a walk in the park. What would I pay these fools for? And at that moment, I was looking at this cord, and I thought, that's a little bit too long. I'll just chop it. Next minute, I'm across the other side of the room.
Wow.
Because I cut it while I was live.
What should you have done?
I should have switched the power off.
Oh, you idiot. Even I would know that.
No, but what I mean, I got so cavalier about it.
Right.
And that's why electricians go and learn the trade. And I know electricians who have died being electrocuted. I know two.
Did you remember being flung across the room or you just woke up across the room?
I just remember being across the room and my arm felt like it'd been hit by a bowling ball. And I was very lucky that my safety switch clicked off. And the pair of pliers that I cut the wire with had blown a hole in the wire, in the actual pliers.
Wow.
That's how powerful it is. So watch out for that.
Well, there's lots of trees down. There's lots of mank. It doesn't take long for Sydney just to be awash.
And it's good to see Meg's listening to the radio station on the way, and we're playing Jet.
No, we weren't.
Are you going to be my girl?
I asked her about that. She said she was just listening to her own music. And swearing, young lady.
Yeah, Meg. Swear jar for Meg.
I know. We have to get out the little beeping machine.
Action-packed show today. It's Thursday, Smart versus Dart. How are we going to predict the Sharks and the Roosters game with your dart throwing?
I've got an idea. I'll talk you through it.
Your idea was throwing darts to begin with.
Also, what's interesting, with me throwing darts versus the experts picking their winners, we're neck and neck, 12 each.
Also, Instagram makes its return and we can't do anything till we do the Magnificent Seven.
Here we go. Question 1. The phrase Hakuna Matata, made popular by a song in The Lion King, means what?
I really want to hear Jet, Are You Going to Be My Girl now?
Do you want to hear Hakuna Matata?
I do want to hear. I want to hear B-side tracks from The Lion King.
I know what you want to hear. You want to hear Tina Turner.
You know what, Tina Turner? If I could have anything, I'm really fanging for some Jet. But... yeah, maybe some.
Close second.
Gem Y Rise back. Put it on, Ryan. Nice to see you too, mate. Jam Nation. We have bigger fish to fry right now. The Magnificent Seven. 7 question. Can you go all the way and answer all 7 questions correctly? If you do that, Amanda will say.
It's also Dr. Chris Brown's birthday today.
Brownie's birthday.
Happy birthday, Brownie.
How old is CB?
Oh, I don't know.
My sister got one of his dog beds.
For herself or her dog?
No, for her little dog, Marlo.
Oh, nice. Does Marlo like it?
No, won't sleep in it.
Probably because it doesn't have its smells in it yet.
And the dog is very stubborn, so the dog was standing up next to the bed with its eyes closing, almost falling over and won't get into the bed. My sister got into the bed. She put treats in the bed. She put all stuff over the furniture so the dog wouldn't sleep.
Had no option but to go in the bed.
And the stupid dog's so stubborn, just stood there looking at my sister and the bed.
With his beautiful new luxurious bed.
So what she did, she got the old bed and put it on top of Brownie's bed.
I think
it's kind of cute.
That will work, actually, because it's about getting the new smells on the bed.
Yeah.
It's because the smells are on the old bed. But it's actually a very therapeutic... How old's the dog?
7?
Yeah, see, it's good for... As dogs get older, it's great for their bones. It's got memory...
It's a nut, though. It's a cattle dog cross thing, and it's just a...
It's got memory foam in it. It's a great bed.
Yeah, but nonetheless...
well, once the smells
does Brownie have some sort of money-back guarantee, or... Should we ring him on his birthday?
Sure, and can have a complaint.
I know it's your birthday. Ali's in Penrith.
Hi, Ali.
Good morning, Amanda. Good morning, Jonesy.
Question number 1. The phrase Hakuna Matata was made popular by a song in The Lion King, and what does it mean?
Hakuna Matata, it means no worries.
Yeah.
Close enough.
It means no worries for the rest of your day.
You didn't sing it as well, but no offence to you.
So you've got to take advice from a warthog. True or false?
Clive Palmer.
The Eiffel Tower, this is true or false, Ali? The Eiffel Tower can be 15 centimetres taller during the summer. It's like Chris Brown.
15 centimetres?
Eiffel Tower can be 15 centimetres taller.
15 centimetres taller. Is this true or false? In summer?
In summer. I'd say true.
It is true.
Yeah, it is true. Thermal expansion, you see.
But 15 centimetres is substantial.
No, but the Eiffel Tower is already substantial, so 15 centimetres in the scheme of things isn't that.
Show me 15 centimetres.
15. Do you want to see it now?
No, 15, Brendan. That is substantial.
Yeah, that's what they all say.
EMP.
Let's play Monster Mash, Ali.
Let's kick off this Monster Mash.
As I asked the question, I thought, will he be in the schoolyard or will he be on a radio
I think
station?
I've done myself a disservice with that 15 centimetres thing. I think I've shortchanged myself.
Your backhanded compliment to yourself that didn't work. Monster Mash, we're going to mash 2 songs together. Can you tell us what they are, Ali?
Ooh. That is a very hard one. That's an enthusiast one.
I can hear one, Crazy Train by Ozzy Osbourne.
Ooh.
Yeah, close enough. Maybe Train.
Maybe Train.
Yeah. Yeah, and what's the other one?
Train.
Do you want to hear it again?
Oh, yes, please.
Ali?
That's it.
Oh. No, I can't hear
Sorry,
it.
Ali.
Well, we're halfway there.
Jonesy and Amanda. Sam Nation.
Podcast.
We're into the Magnificent Seven. We're at question 3. It's Monster Mash.
Let's kick off this Monster Mash.
Karina is in Penrith. Hi, Karina.
Hi, how you doing?
Very well.
Thanks,
Now, we know
Karina.
one of these songs is Crazy Train by Ozzy Osbourne. What's the other song in the mashup?
It
Yeah?
is Call Me Maybe by Carly Rae Jepsen.
Yes, it is.
The mash that was meant to happen. What is the most commonly used password, Karina? So, for example, tell us your password. And we'll see if it matches
We'll see if
up.
we think it's common.
Is it A, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, B, password, or C, Ryan, lowercase, with a
Ryan with a B.
B?
Well, I'm going to have to say it's A because that's my password too.
No, Karina.
Well, if everyone's got that password, we'll need further banking details, Karina.
Who
from
are you banking with, Karina?
Question 5. Which luxury brand makes the perfume Chanel No. 5?
Chanel?
That's the one.
What is the main nutrient you get from meat, poultry, eggs, and fish?
Protein.
Protein. Everyone's
right.
obsessed. We went through our entire childhoods not drinking water and not being obsessed with
I
protein.
didn't even know what protein was.
How did we
It
survive?
was just in the Nutri-Grain commercial
And
next
now
to Niacin.
I have to retire from my job so I can spend more time getting protein.
Amanda has a protein,
I've got
goes and
got a
jumps in the
protein
ice
coach.
bath.
Question 7. Which Australian Liberal senator has been dropped from the front bench overnight?
Oh, no.
Oh, Karina.
Can I pass?
No, you can't pass.
No, it's question 7. Sorry, Karina.
Look, and she had so much to say, but now she's gone. It's a bit like being on the front bench, isn't it? Jackie of Campbelltown.
Hello, Jackie.
Morning, guys.
Do you know the Liberal senator who has been axed from the front bench overnight?
Jacinda Price.
That's
Yep.
the one.
Or Nampajimpa Price.
You enjoy saying
I like saying Nampajimpa Price. It's great. It's very satisfying. Congratulations to Jackie. You've won the Jam Pack. It's all coming away. $150 to spend for Flowers at Flowers for everyone. Celebrate spring with fresh blooms from flowersforeveryone.com.au. A double pass to Space Live, a Sydney exclusive Coliseum Theatre, the 23rd and 24th of October. And Jonesy and Amanda caricatures for the colouring and some Staedtler pencils. Jackie, anything you'd like to add?
Stay safe, stay dry today, guys, and thank you so much.
Thank you.
Good on you, Jackie.
Jonesy and Amanda.
Sam Nation.
Podcast.
Jonesy and Amanda.
Well, I can see that you're excited. Your nipples are erect. So let's get started.
It's a dirty job, but someone's got to do it.
Let's flick through the Jalmanac, our big book of musical facts.
Good-o.
On this day in 2000, Powderfinger released their hit My Happiness. Everyone loved it. In 2000, it was first on the Triple J Hottest 100. 2001, it won Single of the Year at the ARIA Awards.
Yep.
It's still a beloved Aussie classic. Just this year, it ranks 6th on the Hottest 100 Australian songs.
Such a great song.
Australian artists to this day talk a lot about how the song has influenced them and the indie rock scene. One indie rock band called Ballpark covered it, and it went on to become a hit for them. Here's some of their cover. It's going to be one of those hits that lives on forever. So 25 years later, let's salute My Happiness.
Happy birthday, My Happiness.
Jam Nation.
I thought I knew everything about corporate speak. I've been in this business for a long time.
But you're not the corporate side of the biz.
I am the least corporate person.
Do you know what the word biz means?
The biz. I know bandwidth, blue sky, low-hanging fruit, juice worth the squeeze.
Yeah, this is the juice worth the
And I've
squeeze.
sat through, actually I don't even sit through eye-watering or eye-drying meetings anymore. I'm beyond that. I just go, no. These days, though, young kids have got to sit in these corporate meetings, and from time to time I check emails. I got this email, and I thought I'd run this past you. We're celebrating a new person in the business. This email read, some of you have met Erin already. We're onboarding her at the moment. What's onboarding?
Well, could be waterboarding, which is unfortunate for Erin.
Yeah, we're not in Abu Ghraib.
It could. Does it mean we're getting her on board, meaning a training program?
Well, I presume that's it, because a lot of
but I don't like
corporate
this.
speakers is pretty much stuff you already know.
But they're turning words into verbs.
Yep.
I don't like, everything's become a verb.
Yeah.
Onboarding.
Yep.
Getting her on board. You don't have to onboard someone.
So in corporate speak, if you were to say, I don't think that's a good idea, you know what I say when we're presented with a...
Nah.
That's it.
I'm not making that up. That's what Jonesy says. Nah. That's how he speaks in meetings. At very early in the morning when we're all saying, how about I saw a story?
How about we all do a little daisy chain?
No, I saw a story. Yeah. Welcome to our world. That's how you speak.
So I don't think that's a good idea.
That's why you've seen HR more than the rest of us.
I have never seen HR.
There's a file on you.
There's no file on me.
File
it would
on
be the
you.
thinnest.
The HR person's onboarding it right now.
There's no file on me.
You and Epstein. Donald Trump sent you a birthday note, if I remember correctly.
What are you doing? So instead of the traditional Jonesy way of saying, nah,
what are you going to say?
I don't think that's a good idea.
What are you going to say?
Well, what you're supposed to say is, I really love where you're going with that, but I'm wondering if we can expound a little bit more together. Or I know you've done hard things in the past, and this one exceeds those thresholds.
What?
I don't know. Let's take a minute and revisit our strategies so we can align on what work best. Nah. So I don't know what onboarding is. Jem Y. Rice flapping his hands around. Welcome, mate.
Hello, yeah. So I was in the corporate world for a while.
You were on the teat?
Yeah, I was on the corporate teat. Remember that? I went to the wellness and networking conference, that whole thing.
Wank.
Yeah. So I'm quite I know what onboarding is like.
Good.
So this is my definition of it. So it's like the processes by which new hires are integrated into an organisation. And you get equipped with not just the tools, but the policies and also the cultural and social understanding needed to thrive in their new roles. So that's very vital.
Anything you'd like to say, Brendan?
Nah.
Yeah, I tend to agree with you.
Jonesy and Amanda.
Jam Nation.
Let's get on down to the Jonesy and Amanda Answer the Pub test. We had a ghoulie yesterday.
What gets my ghoulies is, like, whenever you see couples driving along with a caravan, like, it's always the man driving. I don't get it. Why do women just become passengers once they get married? Like, why do you always assume the man is more competent at towing a caravan or just driving in general? Like, come on, women. That is absolutely false. Just drive the car.
Just drive the car.
Is it the women's choice? Because sometimes in a duo, I imagine the husband wants to drive. As she says there, quite rightly, the stereotype that women are worse drivers than men is a myth and has been debunked by research and statistics.
I agree with that.
So why is that? This is an interesting theory here that a psychologist has put forward. Letting women take control is considered emasculating in many cultures. And even pro-feminist households aren't immune. That women spend a disproportionate share of their time in the car as passengers. So it just seems that that's the way society has deemed it to be. How do you feel, if you're sober, being in the passenger seat of the car?
I don't mind at all. It is hard getting in a car when you ride a motorcycle all the time because you just see all the lines in the traffic and you can see where you're going.
But how do you feel about relinquishing control and not driving?
I don't mind at all. As I said, my wife, though, always insists that I drive because she has a feeling that it looks a little bit not masculine when you're driving.
Yeah.
You look
well, that's
like
what it said here.
You look like a bit of a simp, apparently.
Yeah, well, this is what it says here. Letting women
But even you, when I get in your car, you say, do you want to drive? And I go, yeah, because I love your car.
You like driving my car.
Well, remember that big V8 thing that you had?
But I'm very happy. I'm very happy to drive my car with you as a passenger.
And I like sitting next to you, watching you drive, because you're a very good driver.
I've never had an accident, and yet you're full of derision about my driving.
You're an extraordinary driver.
I'm a good driver.
I just said it.
No, you said that. Not now. Anyway, why is it that women, by and large, if you see a couple in the car, it's the man doing the driving? Is it the man's decision to do that, or is it a woman's decision to do it? And it can't always be, you can only drive when I've had a few drinks. The female of the couple doing the driving, does it pass the pub test?
Jam Nation.
Jonesy and Amanda quote.
Well, this is interesting. A post has gone viral on social media that has caught the eyes of World Cup fans. Now, the World Cup is being played in Canada, Mexico and US next year in June, July.
Right.
The finals will be in New York. It goes for a month. So this call has gone out. I don't know how you might feel about this. It says, if your partner gets pregnant this week, your paternity leave could line up perfectly with the 2026 World Cup. So 2 weeks off with no annual leave required.
Right.
Sure, there might be some times you might need to help with a baby or be in the hospital or whatever. And if you don't time it correctly for the first 2 weeks, you might at least get the second 2 weeks. There's a bit of a moving feast in there. Just the comments are hilarious. Don't men understand ovulation?
No.
This isn't funny. How about spending paternity leave to help?
Yep.
I've outdone myself.
You've outdone yourself. And there is a thing, fellas, there might be a little baby coming out at the end. You've got to remember that.
Jonesy and Amanda.
Jam Nation.
Podcast.
We're not gonna take it.
I want you to get up right now.
I feel like I'm taking crazy pills.
Go to your windows, open them, and stick your head out and yell, I'm as mad as hell. I'm not going to take this anymore.
Down at the Jonesy and Amanda Arms for the pub test, we had this as a ghoulie just the other day.
What gets my ghoulies is like whenever you see couples driving along with a caravan, like it's always the man driving. I don't get it. Why do women just become passengers once they get married? Like why do you always assume the man is the more competent at towing a caravan or just driving in general?
I don't think that.
Well, the stereotype that women are worse drivers than men has been shown by research and statistics to be false. But it does seem that men do the bulk of the driving if the couple is in the car.
Yeah.
Even in your relationship, that's the case.
Yeah, Helen insists I drive if we go anywhere. She's a good driver. She's a little bit like Broomhilda, though. Gas it along. People are pulling their children and elderly relatives off the street.
You mock me when I drive. Here you are mocking Helen. Do you mock your male friends when they drive?
Yeah, there's a few of them, though, like Sailor Jerry. When he drives, he goes in the longest queue that he can possibly find of traffic. I said, Jerry, are you doing this on purpose?
What did my son say about your driving? Remember that when Jack was only little?
We had an incident in the car and Jack was quiet.
You flipped the bird.
Well, the guy deserved it. Anyway, Jack, I said, you okay, mate? And he said, Mum doesn't think that you're a good driver. And I said, what do you think? And he said, you're not ideal. And, I'm probably not ideal as a driver.
Because you're too impatient.
I know, but I'm a motorcyclist. Motorcyclists are the king of the
control.
driving world.
A lot of
because the jeopardy is real.
A lot of men like control, which is why they prefer to drive. How does it work in your household? The female of the couple doing the driving, does it pass the pub test?
Shut up and drive.
Yeah, I think it does. I've always driven. Very rarely that I haven't driven when service has been in the car. So yeah, I think it does pass the pub test.
Yes, it does. It depends on whose car we're going in. We're going to her car, she drives. If we're going to my car, I drive. When we're on holidays, I do most of the driving because she doesn't like driving my car with a trailer.
I like to drive within the suburbs, and my husband does the driving when we do long-distance driving. So it's really 50-50 for us.
For the sake of our relationship, I need to drive because we'll get divorced. Just ridiculous when he's driving because he is the most impatient person you could ever meet. He can't even go up the ramp at East Gardens without swearing.
I think it does because most times a woman knows how to read a map and the man doesn't.
I don't think it passed the pub test. It's got nothing to do with being macho. In my family, I am Oscar Piastri and I am the most competent and safest driver, so I take over. Unless I'm drinking, I'm it.
There it is. You might wear gloves.
Unless I'm drinking, I'm it. That's how a lot of guys do it. Designated driver when it suits you.
Thank you for all your calls.
Jam Nation.
Gold 101.7. Hello there, it's Jonesy and Amanda. Double A Chattery, your side hustle podcast you do with your forensic psychologist friend Anita McGregor, drops today. Thursday, it's like Pie Day. The pies come into the Garlow Pie Warmer and Double A Chattery drops today. And something that I'm very interested in with this, and I had a sneak preview of it, AI. I like this chat you're having about AI because a lot of people are scared about AI. But AI for me is like power steering was to the automobile, or sat-nav was to the automobile, or automatic parking for the automobile. These are all tools that we can use in the future. Sure, people are going to lose their jobs in some jobs in AI, but other industries will form out of it.
Well, we spoke to a colleague of Anita's. His name is George Robinson, and he was absolutely fascinating. He's an ex-corporate guy who now lectures at the university to postgraduate students about AI and its possibilities. And you're right, many of us are terrified of AI, but we already have it. We use it in our sat-nav. We use it in our Spotify when it suggests playlists for you, etc. But he is saying we're missing the potential of using it to serve us, to be a lifestyle assistant. It's a search engine that can be so much more, and it's happening. And if you want to be part of it, grab on, because it's going to happen whether you like it or not, and you may as well make it work for you. Here's just how he kind of kicked off this conversation. As I said, his name is George Robinson, and he is fascinating. AI, and how do we use it?
So if you look at it from the most fundamental perspective, look at the words, right? Artificial intelligence. I would argue that the artificial bit doesn't need to be there anymore. So it's a way of scanning publicly available information to derive a solution to something. Okay? It sounds pretty basic.
So it doesn't think for itself. It scans information that's already there.
Yet.
Oh, see, this is what's scary.
And that's not a scary thing. I think that's actually the intriguing thing, because when you start talking about agentic AI, which is the agent form of AI, which is the next level, it acts and thinks for you.
So it acts and thinks for you in a way that you can control. But you need to learn the prompts. He said this is the biggest thing, is you need to learn, you need to coach it to work for you, or else it's just a search engine. So some of the ways that he uses it, for example, he's about to go overseas. And he said, find me things I don't know. Find me restaurants that aren't on Google, because people pay to be at the top of the search on Google. He said, find me... go to Instagram, find restaurants in Paris that are rated 4.5 and over, that only speak French, that are could be very specific in your prompts. Find me hotels that I won't find on TripAdvisor. Find me, as he said, stuff I don't know. You coach it to make your life better. And that's how he uses it. So he said he uses it for menus, for all kinds of stuff. And he said, I'm looking for things I don't know yet.
Yep.
Which is absolutely fascinating. So in your basic life, it can do your scheduling. It can do anything you want it to do. It can do your shopping list. It can phone it can arrange for the grocery store to deliver you can put your order in once it knows, just give it some recipes, bang, that order arrives every week. It can make bookings for you. He says it's a disruptor, because in the old days, a few years ago, you say you're 22 years old and you get a contract. A lawyer would have to look over that. Now you can, as a 22-year-old, put your contract into ChatGPT, and it will give you whether it's good, whether it's bad, where the loopholes are, blah, blah, blah. He said, these things are turning on their heads, which is why the conservatives, the older generation, are fearful, because it's going to change the way we do things. It's giving the power back to individuals.
Sure, as the weaving loom killed all those jobs back in the 1700s. But also you have to go over, if you've got a contract and you type it in there, you best sort of do a bit of due diligence as well.
Well, that's what he says. He says on the bottom of every page of ChatGPT, it will say, take this information as you will. But it's, do your own, as you say, absolutely, do your own diligence. He said, it is here. It is so useful to you in every part of your life. But take time to learn the prompts so you coach it on who you are.
Yep.
And it can really help you.
You look at George Jetson. And I say this because from the cartoon series The Jetsons, he was born around this month in 2025. So in 2050, whatever it is, when George Jetson is a middle-aged man, he's got Rosie the robot on one little leg. He's got a car that goes, a flying car that comes out of a briefcase.
Well, he said we're overcomplicating our lives with stuff that doesn't matter. Get rid of the infrastructures, get rid of those boring meetings that are all about process. Let it take away the process and use it to enrich your life.
Yep. No more corporate speak then.
No more corporate speak. Get rid of the corporate speak.
I'll have to circle back on that.
He talks for about half an hour or so on the podcast, and it's absolutely fascinating. So have a listen, Double A Chattery.
Jonesy and Amanda.
Sam Nation
Podcast.
Jonesy and Amanda.
It's with great sadness that I announce this.
You're leaving? Why?
No.
Oh, I mean, great.
Right on.
Charlie Kirk hasn't popped up in my algo. That's algorithm. I was just doing a bit of a reading about him. So he's a conservative political activist that goes into universities.
Yeah, my kids have just been texting me that they don't agree with his thinking, but they know obviously who he is. I know who he is. He's only 31 years old, but he is a very conservative political activist, as you say. And one of the things he does, he goes into universities and takes on young progressives, young small L liberals who want to challenge him on his thinking. He's anti-abortion. He's very Trump-esque,
right?
And he's inflammatory, but he's very rational in the way he speaks. He's like a young Tucker Carlson.
Junior Tucker Carlson.
Yeah,
but his thing is the platform has proved me wrong. So he's just like a debater, really.
Well, he is. And shocking news that he's been shot dead this morning.
So some old guy shot him?
No, that's what they first thought. They had detained an old man. People are thinking, well, that's not what you'd expect, but that man has not been identified as the shooter and has been released. The shooter is still at large.
Well, the shooter's still at
large? Yeah, they don't know who it is. And there is horrific footage apparently circulating of Charlie being shot. So protect yourself, because this is what social media does. This footage is out there, and if you don't want to see it, watch out.
Speaking of protection, Smart versus Dart is coming up.
Oh, look, let's change the mood in here. You better pad up. Also, your team is taking on my team.
Yes.
I've come up with a way to make it fair, so you and I don't know where the dart will go.
Okay. Wasn't that most days when we do this?
Jam Nation.
We are live on Instagram if you'd like to join us, because we're into finals footy. Finally, we're finals footy. So what happens? There's only 4 games this week, Brendan, so only a couple of darts are going to come your way. So I tell you what, we thought we'd do this year is I will throw darts at you while you hold balloons with the various teams' names on them to pick who the universe has decided will win that game versus what the experts say. Sure. And so far, we are neck and neck. Just goes to show, why would you listen to the experts? So let's see what we've got this week, shall we? Brendan, assume the position. So you've got your cricket box in, you've got your helmet on, you've got your gloves, you've got your protective gear.
Pull the visor down, yes.
Pull the visor down. Now, this first game, Storm and the Bulldogs. The Storm...
How are you feeling about Storm and Bulldogs?
Well, the Storm have been predicted by the experts. Let's just see. Let me move back a bit so I get a decent run up at you. Okay, you ready? Don't spin them around too much. It just makes it a bit harder. Oh, sorry about that. I went straight into your head. Please join us on Instagram Live if you'd like to see how this goes. Oh, okay. That was, what colour was that?
That was the Storm.
Storm. The next game is the Warriors and the Panthers.
Wow.
The experts have predicted the Panthers. Let's see what happens.
Come on, baby. Oh, hopeless throw.
Oh, that was a Warrior.
A Warrior.
Now, let's go to the Sunday game, which is the Broncos and the Raiders. Experts have said Raiders. Broncos and the Raiders.
How are you feeling? What about Reece Wallace? Are you going to be drinking out of the bowl?
I'm going to be drinking out of the toilet bowl in celebration. Let's see. That didn't go anywhere.
You're getting better at this.
Oh, that was a Raider. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Your team versus mine on Saturday, Sharks versus the Roosters.
It's got to be impartial. So what are you going to do?
I tell you what we're going to do, because you accuse me of trying to aim as if, but you push particular balloons in front, hoping that you'll get the Sharks to win.
So what are you going to do?
I am going to wear a blindfold.
Oh, that's a good idea.
But so are you.
Why am I going to wear a blindfold?
When we're going to, look, let's just get ourselves organised here. We've got to get other people out of the room. We're going to have to make this safe for everyone.
Okay.
I'm going to wear a blindfold. You're going to wear a blindfold. So you don't know what balloon is what. You'll be handed them blindfolded. And that's how we will predict the winner of the Sharks versus the Roosters.
This is the dumbest idea since this.
And the most dangerous thing we've ever done.
We'll have a conclusion to this coming up next on Gold.
Jonesy and Amanda. Jam Nation podcast.
Jonesy and Amanda in the morning on Gold 101.7.
Well, Smart versus Dart today, you've come up with the genius idea of...
Well, it's Sharks versus Roosters. We have to pick this.
And I said we should have some impartiality.
Which I have decided, let's do it. I will throw a dart at you. I will be wearing a blindfold so I don't see what balloon is where. You will be wearing a blindfold so you can't shove a particular balloon to the front.
Okay.
When we come back, the blind will be leading the blind.
We'll do that right after Jimmy Barnes.
Jam Nation.
Gold 101.7. Hello there, it's Jonesy and Amanda. It's a special edition of Dart versus Smart.
Well, we've picked the other three for the round. Comes down to Sharks and the Roosters, who are playing on Saturday. Your team versus my team. We are live on Instagram if you'd like to come and join us. Jenna, our internet guru, is wearing a helmet because it's just not safe to be in here. I'm going to be wearing a blindfold, so I can't see where I'm throwing the dart. Jonesy will wear a blindfold so he can't push one balloon in front of the other. Now, first of all, I'm going to put on my blindfold now.
Okay.
But then you have to put on your blindfold before you're handed the balloons.
Yep.
My blindfold is going on now.
Jen Rye's worried he's not a...
Jen Rye, you don't have a helmet on.
Where's my helmet?
You're only here a few days a week. We couldn't find one.
Oh.
Now, you're going to have to commentate what happens.
Okay.
Brendan, put your visor down, please.
Okay, my visor is down.
Is it? There's to be no cheating.
I can't see anything.
All right, the visor's down. It's got like duct tape, electrical tape right over it, so he's
Has he been handed the
completely
balloons?
blind. Not yet. Okay, one balloon is in.
Jenna, don't
balloons.
get in the way.
2 balloons.
All right, we've got 2 balloons.
Can
we move Jonesy back a little bit? Yeah, move him back. There you go. Okay.
Now, Nicole, who's handed the balloons, you'll have to get out of the room, please.
Wow.
I really feel like I should have a helmet. All
Ryan,
right.
you're there. Jenna is safe. She's got a helmet. Okay, I'm about to throw the first dart.
Do you want me to talk so you know where I am?
Okay, are you ready?
If that matters.
Okay. Oh, you've got one
goodness.
first go.
Which one was it? Woo, the Roosters! Yay! Brilliant! That's the universe being channeled through me. Well, our tips will be... on the... I should be blindfolded more often. Okay, well, there you go.
Well, Mulatalo's going to kill Nagawinitawasi. I tell you right now, that's going to happen.
Well, of course, there we go.
Jonesy and Amanda.
Jam Nation.
Podcast.
We're doing a gram right now.
Who wants some free money?
Instant.
Going fast.
Moolah.
I like the sound of that.
Jonesy and Amanda's
Instagram.
Up. 10 questions, 60 seconds on the clock. You could pass if you don't know an answer. We'll come back to that question if time permits. You get all the questions right, $1,000.
You can turn it into $2,000 by answering a bonus question, but it's double or nothing.
We can, and we have.
And maybe we will.
We've also led people down the garden path.
That is true.
Yolanda doesn't need to know that at 5, Doc.
Hello, Yolanda.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Very well.
Hello.
We've got 10 questions here. We've got 60 seconds. If you're not sure, say pass, because we might have time to come back, okay?
Okay.
Yolanda, good luck, because here we go. Here comes question number 1. Bacon comes from which animal?
Pig.
Question 2. What date is Christmas Day?
25th of December.
Question 3. Don't cross the streams is a line from which film?
Pass.
Question 4. How many litres of water fill up a 2-litre bottle?
2.
Question 5. Which artist painted The Starry Night?
Van Gogh.
Question 6. On which continent would you find Mount Kilimanjaro?
Africa.
Question 7. What is the study of stars, planets and space called?
Astronomy.
Question 8. What currency is used in Vietnam?
Pass.
Question 9. Who sings the song My Happiness?
Pass.
Question 10. In what year did the Berlin Wall come down?
Oh, pass.
You answered them all with a question in your voice, but you did very well.
Don't cross the streams, Yolanda. You know that.
Well, it's from Ghostbusters.
Oh, okay.
And if you're in Vietnam, you'd be spending the dong.
Oh, okay.
And My Happiness is a song by Powderfinger.
Oh, I love that song.
Yeah. And the Berlin Wall, if you had a bit more time, would you know when that came down?
No.
1989.
Oh, okay.
Yolanda,
David Hasselhoff singing from the top of it.
That's right.
The Hoff.
No, it's weird, wasn't it, when you think of it
Farnham was
now?
there too. Did you know that?
No.
Farnham was there.
At the coming down of the Berlin Wall.
Yeah, he was there.
Well,
let's face it, Farnham's everywhere.
Farnham's everywhere. That's quite right.
Thank you, Yolanda. It was a great chat.
Jam Nation.
Well, we talked the other day about hard first days at work when we saw a girl who was working in a bar and she was asked to get a bucket of beers and she actually was pouring the beers into a giant bucket.
Mm-hmm.
But what about the Swedish health minister? This was her first day, and as part of her first day doing a press conference, well, he lets the news story tell it.
A media conference in Sweden was brought to a dramatic halt after their newly appointed health minister collapsed. Elisabeth Lahn was standing next to the country's prime minister and other officials when she suddenly fell over and hit her head.
Hälso- och sjukvården.
Thankfully, she did return a short time later with no apparent injuries, saying this is what can happen when you have a blood sugar drop.
Well, she'd know.
She's the health minister. Eat a muesli bar, for God's sake.
She didn't do the old school, oh, my Lord, and put her hand over her forehead.
And do a delicate feint to the side.
Well, they used to do in the old-time movies.
Yeah, she did a full-on face plant, but over the front, like she had a Perspex lectern in front of her and just collapsed on top of it and bonked her head. It looked quite...
They're very sharp, those Perspex lecterns.
Have you ever fainted?
No.
It's a terrible feeling.
I've been knocked unconscious a couple of times.
But with fainting, you kind of feel woozy, and then suddenly the ground, literally, and that's what they all say, but it's so true, the ground comes up to meet you. What I just said.
Yeah, but when does it happen to you?
Oh, I've had it a few times over the years when I've got when I'm just feeling lightheaded and unwell. Yeah.
Yep. Or someone hunky walks into the room. So I come to work in the morning.
Yeah, I haven't had that. I haven't had that.
Oh, my Lord.
The tribal drum, let's do it. Tales of the faint.
Oh, I like it.
Det tänker jag vi har i en särskild övning möjligen. Hälso- och sjukvården.
There she goes.
13:55:22. It's fascinating just to talk about, really.
Jonesy and Amanda. Jam Nation podcast.
Well, the Swedish health minister felt faint. She was at the very first day on the job, a press conference. The prime minister is talking. She topples over.
Hälso- och sjukvården.
Bonks her head on one of the platforms that she said. What are those things? The little podium she's standing behind. A lectern. She is okay. She said she had low blood sugar. She'd know. She's the health minister.
I've just come up with this is what we've got to get into. A Nerf lectern. It's made of Nerf.
How would it stand up?
Well, Nerf has a degree of strength, rigidity.
How many people have fainted over a lectern? Probably not many.
There'd be a lot of people. So you got a Nerf lectern. If you faint, everything's okay, unless someone comes in with a super soaker and starts squirting it.
Okay. How you see press conferences going in the future is your own crazy dream.
Kylie has joined us.
Hello, Kylie. When did you faint?
Oh, good morning. I used to live in the States, so at Christmas time I used to come home, so I would, do my annual checkup at the doctor's. And so being summertime, it was very hot, and I went up to the doctor to get blood and had blood tests. And I was in my 20s, so you do stupid things when you're in your 20s. I was on a liquid-only diet at the time. And, so I'm sitting in the chair and he draws some blood, and next thing you know, I wake up face down on the floor with my bum in the air, and I was wearing a G-string and a tank top, and I think the poor doctor saw way more than he bargained for that day.
There you go, so medical professional. So seen it all before, but
so you had a boob tube and a G-string and all were on display.
Well, I didn't have to show my bum for a blood test.
No, you don't expect to have to wear good undies when you're having a blood test, do you?
Well, you're not meant to look at it. The blood test.
No, it's best not to look. But as Kylie said, she was on a liquid diet. Yeah, it's a hot day.
Yeah. Amanda's been on that liquid diet as well.
Officer.
The old green can. Velma has joined us.
Hello, Velma. Tell us when you fainted.
Actually, I fainted at the altar when I was being married.
Talk us through it.
It was, just nerves, and I think the fact that I was pregnant probably didn't help the situation. But yes, it was a very graceful faint.
Oh, good.
I was kneeling, and yes, I didn't go too far. But, yeah, I'll never live it down.
And did you just you came around and then just got on with it again?
Yes. Everyone just sort of rendered assistance, and yes, we got back to it. And that was almost 54 years ago.
Right.
Wow.
And did everyone know that did you know you were pregnant at the time?
I did, certainly.
You're hiding it because there would have been a degree of shame. It's not like these days where they, have the baby, 6 kids and then get married. Back in Velma's day.
Different story.
Everyone knew.
Everyone knew.
Yes. Yeah. No, it was, just something that happens every now and then.
Yeah, that's true.
Someone standing up the back of the church with a shotgun.
It should have been me.
No, that's the dad.
I know, I'm just thinking of that song.
No, but the dad.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, the dad wants the thing to happen because...
Velma sounds like she was very happy with the situation.
She was on a liquid diet too.
Jonesy and Amanda.
Jam Nation
Podcast.
Jonesy and Amanda.
What do you know about numerology?
Nothing.
How many fingers am I holding up? Just that middle one.
Smart versus dart. This is where you choose the footy tips by throwing darts at football side themed balloons. I hold the balloons. You throw the darts. I am wearing protective clothing.
Yeah, well, this time, what did we decide?
For impartiality, Sharks are into Roosters this Saturday night. You're a Rooster, I'm a Shark. And I said, well,
how are we going to do it? I suggested that I wear a blindfold when I throw the darts, and so that you can't push one balloon in front of the other, you should also be blindfolded, which is what we did.
Which is fair enough. I've just been reviewing the footage.
Yeah.
I reckon you could see through it.
Come on.
I reckon you could see.
Okay, are you ready?
If that matters.
Okay. Oh, you've got one first go.
Which one was it? We're the Roosters! Yay! The universe knows what the universe knows.
I'm calling
Here's the blindfold. Look at that. You put that on and see if you can see with that.
Are you sure that's a blindfold? It looks like undies.
I did wear it in a strange place. Put that on. There's no way I could see. Will you concede? You concede if you're wearing those. That's for sure.
Hang on. No, yes, you can't see it.
No, you can't see anything. Thank you. So the tips, and at the moment, my tips are just, I'm going neck and neck with the experts. Mm-hmm. Just goes to show you don't have to be an expert.
Just goes to show. Okay, fair enough.
We'll be talking about this on Monday, don't you worry.
Oh, no. I'm going to talk about other things.
Jonesy and Amanda.
Jam Nation
Podcast.
Another day on the world.
Wow.
And the shooting of Charlie Kirk, who I was very unfamiliar with. He's not up in my algorithm.
I'm very familiar with him.
Why are you so familiar with him?
He comes up in my feed. Yeah.
Why is that?
I don't know. He's 31 years old. He's been shot and killed at Utah University. He hosts these things called Prove Me Wrong, amongst other things. He is a right-wing political activist, a young guy who he's hard to argue with because he's can lead to the irrational, but he's also a very good debater. And he goes into universities and young people take him on. He's anti-abortion. He's anti this, and this. So they take him on in terms of stuff. He thinks a woman should be in the home, etc. And he very divisively debates with them. Well, this has happened today. He's been shot by an audience member. There were some questions at the time of his shooting, I'm reading this now, where he was being asked about mass shootings and gun violence. The question an audience member asked, do you know how many transgender Americans have been mass shooters over the last 10 years? He said, too many. The questioner followed up with, do you know how many mass shooters there have been in America over the last 10 years? And he said, counting or not counting gang violence.
Are there transgenders in gangs and gangs?
I don't know, but then a single shot rang out. There was some debate around the last mass shooting in America where school children were killed.
Yeah.
The first thing they said,
wasn't it?
The first thing they said was trans. I don't know whether that is true or not, but they don't normally drill down on the lives of the shooters. And that's when he was shot. So the FBI director, Kash Patel, has put out a social media post saying the subject for the horrific shooting today that took the life of Charlie Kirk is now in custody.
Righto.
Thank you to the local and state authorities in Utah for your partnership with the FBI. The FBI will provide updates when able. Apparently, there'll be a press conference before too long where we'll know more.
And I'm sure there won't be any shortage of opinion on the internet.
Jam Nation.
Everybody shout! Come on now, sing out! It's time for the ghoulies get together.
$20,000 cash thanks to Marcel Stocks and Gravies if you're our favourite ghoulie of the year.
What have we got today?
What gets my ghoulies is, picture this, when you're lying on the couch warm blanket, TV on, lying down, and you fall into the best sleep of your life. Then your wonderful, painful husband wakes you. Go to bed. And you're almost getting woken up out of sedation. So you get up, go to bed, and what happens next? You can't friggin' sleep no more. That gets my girlies. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah,
there's a psychology behind that. I can't remember what it is. I think it's the disruption of going from there to there. It's that transition that's woken you up.
My wife, she goes the night on the lounge, and I often think, well, should I wake her up?
Yeah, or let her sleep there, get a bit of sleep.
Yeah, because sometimes she wakes up cranky. And sometimes I let her sleep. It's not a joke.
Doesn't actually work.
No, it's actually sometimes I wake up grumpy.
Yeah,
And then sometimes I let her sleep. I saw it on a T-shirt when I was a kid.
Yeah, well, you've misspoken.
Oh, okay, sorry. What else have we got?
Hi, Jonesy and Amanda. You know what gets my girlies? When you work really hard most of the year, dodge getting the flu, and then you've got holidays and you get sick. And you're supposed to be celebrating your wedding anniversary and your 50th birthday. But you can't because you're just sick.
Oh.
That's what gets my ghoulies.
Ooh. Out with the bad, in with the good. You can always contact us via the iHeartRadio app.
Jam Nation.
Gold 101.7. Hello there, it's Jonesy and Amanda. I was just reading about Charlie Kirk and I found this quote. He's just recently been assassinated. But this is what he
just hours ago.
Just hours ago. But this is what he said after a school shooting.
I think it's worth to have a cost of, unfortunately, some gun deaths every single year so that we can have the Second Amendment to protect our other God-given rights.
Well, I wonder what his wife and 2 children think about that right now.
That's hubris. It's 7 to 9.
Well, our favourite caller, email or Facebook friends, what a day, wins 2 tickets to Corteo by Cirque du Soleil. Your final chance to see it at Kudos Bank Arena. Book at Ticketek.
Ooh, we received a ghoulie from Alison yesterday that ended up becoming the pub test.
What gets my ghoulies is, like, whenever you see couples driving along with a caravan, like, it's always the man driving. I don't get it. Why do women just become passengers once they get married? Like, why do you always assume the man is a more competent at towing a caravan or just driving in general?
Have you ever towed a caravan?
No, I've done a story with Chris Brown where we had a competition to reverse one.
Yes.
Let's not talk about the results.
Righto, you two. That's
I
enough.
see.
That family were never seen again.
Coming up next, blow 10K in a day with your boy Higo. I'm looking forward to that. I was just looking at other pinball machines. You can buy the $6 million man pinball machine, $10,000.
Really? I'd like that.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Speaking of impressive men, we've got 2 of the guys from the Book of Mormon on our show tomorrow. That'll be exciting.
5 for your flashback as well. I can't remember who won last week.
I think I did.
That's very unattractive when you do that. We'll be back from 6 to 9 for Jam Nation.
See you then.
Good day to you.
Well, thank God that's over.
Goodbye. Goodbye. Wipe the tears, baby, from your eyes.
Catch Jonesy and Amanda's podcast on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Jonesy and Amanda.
Jam Nation Podcast. Catch up on what you've missed on the free iHeartRadio app.